All right, this is an example of how to do a stoichiometry problem. This is an example, and you should come up with something different. So I took H2S plus O2 will yield SO2 plus H2O, which is, of course, water. So the first thing I'm going to check to make sure, is this balanced? Well, I've got 2 hydrogen on this side, and I've got 2 hydrogen on this side, so I'm good there. I've got 1 sulfur and 1 sulfur. I have 2 oxygen, 2 and 3 oxygen on that side. So this is not balanced. So I've got to go ahead and balance this before I can do anything else. So I have hydrogen, I've got sulfur, and I've got oxygen. Starting off, I have 2 on this side, 2 on that side for the hydrogen. Sulfur, I've got 1 and I've got 1. And then over on this side, I've got 2 oxygen and I have 3 on that side. So that's my bummer. So I'm going to go ahead and balance these. Oops, just knocked something off my table. And so my problem is over here on this side, I've got to have even numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to change this just to 2. If I change that to 2, I'm going to have 4 plus, well, that just gives me 4 hydrogen. And 2 oxygen over here plus the 2 over there, and that's going to give me 4 of the oxygen. Now I'm going to bounce over to this side. In order to get 4 hydrogen, I'm going to need a 2 in front of this. That becomes 4. Now I have 2 sulfur, and I've still got 2 oxygen. I'm going to leave the oxygen alone for now because I'm not balanced with the ones above. So I'm going to jump up here and try a 2 in front of this. So now I've got 2. But that's going to change my oxygen. 2, there's 4, plus 2. That's going to make it 6. And now I'm going to jump back to this side. I'm balanced for hydrogen on both sides. I'm balanced for sulfur on both sides. For my oxygen, I'm going to need 6 on the other side. So if I change this and make this 3, then I'm going to end up with 6 oxygen. So now I'm balanced. So there's my balanced reaction. Now, in my practice problem, I'm going to say that I know I've got 12 moles of oxygen, and I want to know how many moles of water will be produced. So I'm going to take my known, and remember I'm going to label what chemical I'm talking about here. In this case, it's the moles of O2. Put it in my table. I have moles of O2 on the top, and so now I need my ratio from the balanced equation. There are 3 moles of oxygen for every 2 moles of water. Again, this is coming from my balanced equation. So I'm left with moles of water, so really this is as much as I need. My units are balancing off my moles of oxygen. I'm left with moles of water. So all I have to do is put this in the calculator, and that's easy to do just in your head. But let's put it in a calculator because we've got to divide by the 3. So I've got 12 times 2 divided by 3. And that gives me 8. So there'll be 8 moles of water produced in this reaction.